Oh no, I fell off a huge cliff, but I'm fine. But I'm fine. I'm cool. I'm gonna live with my broken capillaries. I'm not gonna let it slow me down. The legs, my legs. It lost me the use of my legs. Anyway. By the way, we're welcome to Ididum. How do you fucking say that? How do you fucking... No. You can't. And even... I'm probably just skipped over a fucking episode in between yapping like a howler monkey. And, oh shit. Hi, keep in touch. Is this not the midget guy? No, the midget guy was in the first, was in the other. Oh my goodness, I'm so embarrassed. This guy just wants to be a friend, and I'm just like, deal. Come on, Silas, type it up. Thank you. Thank you, goodness. I was afraid. I was real scared. So scared. Why don't you... No, give away the tails. The tails! Stop it! Ah! Anyway, moral of the story, even though I know it's past that. When it comes to cinematography, the Coen brothers, Hitchcock, they tend to be matter-of-fact with their camera work. And, you know, that's fine. That's acceptable. But some creativity when it comes to camera control, like fucking storyboard that shit. That's the importance that I find behind storyboard, is that it enables you to be very creative with your shots. You're able to pan them out, you're able to make them very crisp, you're able to write down the details in there so that you can recognize the potential, because then you in this hypothetical space that you create with your storyboard, you are able to draw out and whatever you can imagine. And I feel like that aids me personally when it comes to like on-set shooting. When it comes to on-set shooting, when I've got a storyboard there, when I know how the shot is supposed to pan out, like my brain just go okay. Like, the storyboard is sort of what you expect to happen. It's the result. It's the plan B. It's the point B. When you get on the set, when you are there, on the set, when you're filming, that's point A. And so, if you don't storyboard, if you don't plan out, like, exactly what you want, like ideally what you want, then you are able to connect the dots right there. You're able to connect what you saw in your head and meet halfway with what you've got on the set. Like, regardless of what you have, like, you can do, like, there was one time when I was following, and when I was doing a tracking shot for one of my personal projects, and I was supposed to be following somebody, and they were supposed to be going down a downhill slope, and, like, I couldn't get the ideal tracking shot that I wanted. And so, because, like, first of all, it's downhill, it's on, and I don't have a Steadicam on me. I never planned to have a Steadicam on me. So instead, I decided to have this one place of, I decided to have this one solitary example of where I've got sort of like just hands-on, like live actions, like action style. This was like a horror, a light horror themed fucking like project, and it was mostly still shots, but this was the one time that I was willing to make the exception, because I said it's either going like I can't, if I don't have a steady cam, there's no avoiding the shake on the camera. So why don't we exaggerate the shake on the camera and have the cameraman, as opposed to as a, in any filmmakers can, or you're welcome to take notes from my drunken genius, but instead of trying to downplay those bumps, those shakes of that your foot naturally makes when you're holding a camera, follow the footsteps specifically of that actor. Like every time the actor that you're focusing on takes a step forward, you take another step forward, and just follow him to the letter. Make sure that you're stomping. Make sure that your actor is like stomping around enough to where he can, to where like the cameraman can easily follow, and then you get this sort of counterbalance, because while you still have that awareness of the camera, you also get much more. You also get an enforcement as to what your character is doing, making the audience connect much easier to your character, assuming that you are only focusing on one character specifically. Okay, that's a good trade. No, you ain't taking that from me, sucker. But yeah, no, that's my advice. Whenever you're lacking in equipment or what have you, like, first of all, the storyboards already got you thinking about how you can accomplish something, about how the camera can work in tandem with your script. Like, literally, I had the script before I had the storyboarding. I didn't go along with the storyboard and the script. Like, like, for me, when it comes to, like, my bigger projects, I think of, I'm gonna go for a book, then I transfer it to a script, and then I make it into a storyboard. My mentality is, as of, like, if you don't have the book part, you should definitely write the storyboard after the script. If your script is ongoing while the production is going, you ultimately, I wish you luck, but, you know, that sort of, I dare say that sort of movie is kind of doomed. I'm pretty sure that, that Dragon Ball Z Evolution already had that kind of shit going on behind the scenes. I know Rogue One, like, had its ending changed, which is fucking horse shit, which makes me so fucking disappointed. Like, cause, I mean, that ending was fine. It was a fine ending. You know, it's no, and they lived happily ever after. I mean, I wasn't expecting, I think everybody was a fool to believe that was the case to begin with. Because these guys are the most crucial people who are apparently integral to the plot of Star Wars. And yet, this is the first time you're hearing about them. I mean, maybe it's just my training in play format and what have you, but that means that they have been wiped clean from history. That means their character is out the door as far as their personality goes. As far as if their character is not referenced after the fact or is not seen after the fact, they have either been corrupt, and they have either like been cast aside with their actions, or for lack of a better term, they have been corrupted, and they have corrupted their own actions. It's like, I'm trying to think of a good example in history where it's just like, where it's just like somebody accomplished something and then they died before they could really utilize it. I'd probably go with Tesla. I mean, Tesla is coming back, but if you came back to the U.S. and say, 1970s, they'd be like, Nicola who? Like, literally nobody, like, it's a different story with Europe. I know Europe appreciates it appreciates Tesla on a higher scale. But America, with its capitalist, like, roots, I dare say, sort of rejected Tesla's humanistic traits. Oh God, where it's just like, oh, you had you had fucking you want to give things away. You want to contribute to society. What a fucking jackass! Look at this fucking guy trying to think that he's some kind of hot shot just all the time. Burp. Oh, bleh. Excuse me, everyone. Excuse me, everyone. I'm dying on the inside all the time. Ah, shit, I'm selling my Mentats, finally. I mean, to be fair, I never actually used the VAT system. By the way, most of my time in a bithole, I think we're still in a bithole. I've been drunk and not paying attention so well. Most of it is just trading. I don't actually have to be here. I knew I was supposed to be looking for a place called the Cathedral, and apparently I was worried that the Cathedral was somewhere in a bithole. I later on tried to like look it up because I sort of gave up. I was like, hey, there's nothing else fucking here. It's bullshit. It's bull honky. But I was willing to accept that aspect of my life. I was willing to throw it all away. Throw it all away. But yeah, no, Nikola Tesla, what a guy. Rip in peace. Oh, you're good at staying on topic, Silas. First you were talking about Prey. Now you're talking about... Then you were talking about film. Now you're talking about Tesla. Like, what a tangent. I wonder if the person you're listening to has ADD. Because I'll bet you money he's been diagnosed with ADD. I'll throw on all my belongings onto that shit that I've been diagnosed with ADD before I made this video. Like, before you even read it. See it with your eyeballs. Oh shit, it's a fucking assault rifle! Don't shoot! I was exaggerating that shoot because the ooh sound in my head, it feels good. It feels like there's a fucking brain massage going on, and I'm the one doing it. So I guess I'm sort of mental masturbation, as quoted by fucking Ozzy Osbourne in Black Rain. I don't want to stop. I don't want to stop. Da-now, da-now, da-now. You know what? Black Rain was Black Rain when he made I Don't Want to Stop. I don't think it was. Cause that's the only solo album that I have of his that was made before, like in the 2000s, maybe in the 90s. I mean, I know that he was way earlier than that as far as his solo career goes. Ozzy, Black Rain, I Don't Want to Stop. Yeah, no, it's not there. When was that made? 2007. Okay, so that was sooner than I thought it was. What was Crazy Train made on? What the fuck album was that? Ozzy Osbourne Crazy Train. There it is. Where was the thing called Crazy Train? Let's see, single Crazy Train for Bullet on My Valentine. Wikipedia. First single from his solo album, Blizzard of Oz. There it is. That's his song, and it was his debut solo album. That's cool. I mean, oh man, but that's also kind of sad because it's his iconic song. I mean, it's either that, Mr. Crowley, I'm pretty sure those are the only songs that people think of when it comes to his solo career. Of course, I think of Bark at the Moon as well. And what's the other one? Dreamer? Dreamer's the other one. Isn't that on? I mean, because I've got the Essential Ozzy as well. Yeah, that's on one of the last ones of the Essential Ozzy. Scream. Scream was fine. It, it wasn't the highlight of his career. I mean, let's just say that I'm glad that he's now touring with Black Sabbath again. I mean, I don't know how the fuck they made that happen, because I could have sworn that, like, Black Sabbath was sort of, like, falling apart before then. Black Sabbath. There it is. No, not Black Saturday Brush Fires. Durkadur. Oh no, wait, what they say? One-off shows? Okay. Oh, it was a farewell tour. Okay, I see how it is. Well, that's good. That's important. 1970, they were active since 1968. What about their band lineup? Did their lineup not change throughout? I mean, I know that Dio replaced him. Not replaced him. Or maybe did he replace Dio? I think he replaced Dio. He was Osborne. Okay, yeah. Osborne was replaced by Dio. And then Dio changed up again after... Rainbow! Okay, Rainbow replaced Dio repeatedly. Personnel changes between the 1890s. Okay, so they did that as well. Summer bass... Drummers and bassists. Original lineup with final studio album 13. Huh. How did 13 turn out? Was it good? Reception. Where's the reception? Critical reception. Mostly positive. Okay, that's good. That's promising. I mean, especially since they reunited with Ozzy. I mean, even though apparently the alcohol problem was too big for them. They couldn't handle his boozy doozy for a time. I was just trying to look up the personnel. Here we go. Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne. Let's see, drums, percussion. All right. The personnel still suggests that it was just three of them. Oh, okay then. Weird. I mean, the four of them. Fuck! I'm fine. I'm not. I swear to drunk, I'm not God. Original joke of the year, ladies and gentlemen. Merry birthday. Okay, here it comes. Last lineup were three of them. Okay. So there was still Geezer Butler on the final tour, as was Tony Iommi. That's quite a name you got there, Yomi. Heidi Hime Yugi. Oh, no way you were in heaven and hell? Like, huh. That's crazy. Oh, hello. They were always there. I didn't know that. I didn't know heaven and hell where former was essentially just Black Sabbath. Wow. Oh, okay then. That's neat. That's fucking neat. Why aren't they like super popular anymore? According to Yomi, the name change was made so far that people wouldn't expect Iron Man and War Pigs. Goodness, that's funny. Like that's kind of amusing because like of the copyright infringement. I guess that they own those songs. I mean, not that anybody gets sued for performing not their own material on stages nowadays. I mean, Gerard Way from My Chemical Romance was able to perform Umbrella and didn't get sued by no Rihanna. think that's probably because they were both under Warner at the time. Fuck Warner Music. Fuck Warner and fucking general. Time Warner can go suck a fucking dick. They have been on my ass for copyright infringement for the longest time. And their shows, their movies fucking suck nowadays. They fucking suck. And, like, the only good studio that they have under their fucking belt that actually gives a shit is fucking Legendary. Legendary is the only fucking show that produces anything good, and even that's starting to be a moot point because they have fucking, oh, this is the guy right here who I'm able to communicate fluently with, and I don't know what, I'm pretty sure that must be like somebody who they just forgot about completely, or maybe he's the only one who can understand me being stupid. We have fluid idiocies. I guess that's what they call idiosyncrasies. Ah! That was the stupidest, nerdiest joke I ever said in my life. And I've said some stupid, nerdy ones. Oh my god. But no, Warner Brothers has been fucking chugging it. Like, especially with the way that they've been handling Legendary. It's just like, you know, Godzilla 2014 was fucking shit. It was fucking terrible. Show me some Godzilla if you're gonna name your movie some Godzilla. And who's the big monster that they send you toward? Some giant like fucking bug monster that, you know, was more intimidating in the real Ghostbusters when it was facing off against the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, who they somehow converted into being good. You know, that Pantheon God of War, he's a great guy, and he's out to save everyone now. That was silly. I'm so glad that Netflix got that show. I am so happy, because I'm able to watch it again, and I'm just like, wow, this show is terrible. Oh, that show was beneath satisfaction. Okay, no, I'm not gonna say that. I take that back. You know what? The show's writing was much better than what that fucking show deserved. Like, holy shit, that writing, like, blew that show out of the water. Like, I don't give a fuck who the fuck, how much you pay your writers. They deserved more fucking money than what they were given. Because, damn, those one-liners, the fucking, like, and the reason why I strictly say the script as opposed to something like the you know, the voice acting and what have you, the voice acting kills the script, like, not in a good way. Like, something tells me that, like, I don't know, maybe it was their sound equipment, their microphones or something, but they had to play it very subtle with their fucking lines. Maybe it was just like the fucking directing in that fucking show, but every melodramatic moment that's supposed to be melodramatic, like somebody screaming is just going, ah, or ee, like that. Like that's hardly an exaggeration. Like it's not great. The fucking, like, the voice actors were very limited, and, you know, I mean, I know that, like, Lorenzo Music is known for his, like, more mellow tone, but his delivery on the lines sometimes aren't great. Like, I mean, something tells me also that, I mean, while the writing was excellent, I worry that they didn't actually watch the show after it was shot, because they continued to push for this sort of mentality where it's just like, hey, we're going to do everything by the book, and we're going to give off wacky lines that need a lot of enforcement from the actors, even though the actors are gonna refuse to give it out, give it away, give it all, give it away, give it away. What was that? That's the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. And I don't. I remember watching something. I think it was from Best Friends, where it's like, where it's just like they're a band that exists in everyone's mind, but they didn't actually exist. It's like the Gorillas of the real life. Apparently, the new Gorillas album is garbage. I'm not guaranteeing that with my personal voucher, but that's what I've heard. Anyway, the video's closing. Bye now. Stay wild. What an anticlimax.